Why did the market collapse in the fourth quarter? And the answer is people freaked out. I mean, I don't think anything really changed fundamentally. The book came out on October 2nd, and I started to make a book tour that day. And on October 3rd, everything seemed to be okay. And on October 4th, the market started to go down. And it went down for the next October, December, 2 months. 80 days. And, it was the worst December since 1931. What changed? Well, the first thing I was on the road, so I wasn't getting all the inputs in real time as I normally might have been. The first thing I was told was, well, the interest rates have spiked up. And the 10-year hit 325 that day. And my reaction was, but didn't everybody know that higher rates were coming? And why, if it's higher rates, why would they be priced in today but not 2 days ago, since everybody knew they were coming? Number two, they said, well, oil is collapsing. My reaction was, is that good or bad? Low oil prices bad for the oil companies, but great for everybody else, and great for the consumer, and maybe even great for the economy. So is the collapsing oil price really a reason why stocks should go down? Then, of course, there was concern over the possible trade war with China, but that was in the cards for months. So I really don't see anything that changed that much fundamentally from October 3rd to October 4th. And for my views on that subject, I'll refer you to a memo I wrote in February of 16, which in the early 16, the markets got off to their worst start in history. And I wrote a memo called On the Couch because, I said in the memo that once in a while the market needs a trip to the shrink. And I said in the memo, and this is one of the things I hold most strongly, and this is my only explanation for the fourth quarter, is that in the real world, things fluctuate between pretty good and not so hot. But in the market, investors go from thinking that the outlook is flawless to thinking that the outlook is hopeless. And that's what happened. I can't tell you why they did it. Maybe things were like, I had that list of things. Where is it? It was like the first slide. I had that list of things that incorporated positive expectations. And maybe some critical mass of investors said, you know what, maybe we've been too positive. And they turned negative. That's all I can tell you. Doesn't make any sense, but that's what the market does. Oh, by the way, so I put out that memo on a Thursday, and on the next morning I went on Bloomberg to talk about it, which is what I usually do when I put out a memo. And they kept saying to me, well, the market is down. Isn't that a sell signal? The market's down. Isn't that a sell signal? And so I ran back to my office. I wrote another memo entitled, What Does the Market Know?, which I put out, I think, 3 days later. And the market doesn't know anything. The market is just made up of a bunch of people. And it is not any smarter collectively than the people are individually. And the people freaked out. By the way, what were the reasons for the declines in February 16? Anybody have a good memory? Interest rate rise, oil prices down. And then there was a fund called the Third Avenue Fund that melted down. And it turned out that they had a portfolio of illiquid credit investments, but had promised liquidity to their investors, which is a combination that often ends in sorrow. But it was quite similar. And the point is, anybody who takes his buy and sell signals from the market, which is to say, if prices are up, that means it's a buy, and prices are down, that's a sell, I think is really nutty. Because, the point is, as my idol Warren Buffett says, I like hamburgers, and I eat more hamburgers when they're on sale. And anybody who thinks that low prices are a sell signal and high prices is a buy signal, there's something wrong. So the point is, as the memo, What Does the Market Know, tried to point out, don't count on the market for rationality and don't look for rational explanations. It's all psychology. If you can understand the flaws of psychology, you're in much better shape than looking for rational explanations.